Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. I'm here continuing my journey going through all the Metallica albums in release order and ranking all the songs in a tier list format, and I'm here for the final time of this series. I know there's another album, we'll get to that in 1 second. Of course, 2016's Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I'm going to go through all the songs and rank them based on this album alone. If I start including other songs, then this ranking would change, obviously. If we're including like Master Puppets, Ride the Lightning, which we're not, this would change in terms of how these songs would be ranked. But we're basing solely on this album alone. Where would I rank it in a tier list? Now, the reason why I said final, and of course 72 Seasons, 2023, I've already done this similar video, basically this exact kind of video with that album about a week or two after its release. And looking back on that video, I would maybe change 2 or 3 things, maybe, but it's like not really worth going through another video. So I'm going to link it in the top description, that video for 72 Seasons, going through all the songs and ranking it in a tier list. Like I said, I might make a few changes here and there, but I'm really happy where I actually ranked that album for the most part, and in terms of songs, and also be in the playlist that I made for this series as well, so you guys can go watch that video in case you missed it. So here we are. 12 songs from Hardwired to Self-Destruct. We waited 8 years from 2008's Death Magnetic for this album. And yeah, we have a lot to talk about. So let's dive in. Let's get into it and make sure the recording we're good. All right, perfect. Let's get into it. So opening up with the last minute edition, Hardwired. And honestly, we're going, not B, sorry. We're going A. We're going A. I think it's a great start. It's fast paced. It's heavy. And they needed to just have something to open the record. They didn't know. And honestly, looking at the list, I don't know what song they could have. I guess Atlas Rise could have been a cool intro, but I think Hardwired, makes sense. It's compact, it's fast-paced, and I think it's a great opener to what you may experience of the rest of the record, because a lot of the album is not fast-paced like this till you get to Spit Out the Bone. There's a couple other moments throughout the record, but Hardwired is a great opener in terms of fast-paced, but then you kind of slow down as we get into the record, so it's a good start-off point. But then we get to some of the more complex tracks, because, of course, this is more simplistic, which is fine. But, you know, I overall had a good time with it. It was a good opener for sure. And it's crazy to think it was a last-minute addition. It's like, okay, like, really, like, the song, it's pretty decent. It's very simple. Not a lot of layers to the song. But it was nice that they added it to the mix. Atlas Rise, same thing. We're going A as well. I really enjoy the follow-up after Hardwired. I think Atlas Rise was a great single they released off the record, and I just love the actual chorus itself. And the vocals, I'm starting to notice, like, James sounds really, really good on this album. And I think Atlas Rise is a great mix of, you know, some of the kind of, I guess, classic thrash era, not really, and then a mix of some Death Magnetic a little bit, some kind of load-ish vibes in terms of some of the, you know, bits and pieces of the song. I think it's a good blend, and it's basically getting us into the new kind of era of Metallica in terms of how they're going to write their songs, because the follow-up 72 Seasons in 2023 had some very similar writings in terms of some of these songs we're going to talk about here in a moment. It's happening on 72 Seasons as well, because they're getting more in that kind of middle range pacing tracks. And Atlas Rise is a good blend of showcasing how that can still work and still feel like Metallica. Because, of course, Metallica's had many different eras, but Atlas Rise showcases some similarities, but it's also some new kind of ground where they're going to kind of stick to, for the most part, for their writing. And it works for me. Now that we're dead, I'll be blunt. I'm going to go with B. Now That We're Dead is fine. It's fine. I'm not a big fan of it. When I heard it live in 2018, it was actually my birthday when they were performing live in my city, or not in my city, well, in my state, but you know, it's about 2 hours away. So in my state, when Now That We're Dead came up, I honestly was just like, okay, I sang along with it. I'm not a big fan of it. Not really. Like, I'm being generous. Like, it's a solid track, but I've never really just gravitated to listening to it. It's just like, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Whatever, you know. And I really don't have much more to say. I'm just not really a fan of the writing on it, and James sounds fine. I'm just kind of bored of the riffs. Like, the riffs just don't really excite me that much, and it's just not really a song that I've really caught on or catch on, and I don't think it ever will be. It's just one of those songs where it's a Metallica song. I'll listen to it if it pops up, but I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to it on its own. Moth and the Flame, once again, we're going back to A. Moth and the Flame is another great single from the album, and I love the intro, and I love the verse and chorus as well, and some great guitar solo work from Kirk. I think overall this song, looking at all the songs up now, I think Moth and the Flame is the best song. And if I ranked it, which I don't do this, if I ranked like in terms of like if the top of A is better than the rest of A behind it, I move Moth and the Flame up to the. I don't rank it that way, but so far, Moth and the Flame is the best song in my opinion from the album when we're going in terms of track list order. It's the best song. I just love everything about it. It's not S tier. It's not up there yet, but we're going to get there in terms of a few songs on the album. Because there's at least, I think there's probably like 2 or 3. Anyways, we'll get to that when I get there for sure. But Moth and the Flame, to me, is the best song so far, going in track list order here. I just love everything about it. It's so catchy, and it's a song that I go back to and go, damn, this is a good song. And showcases where we're getting in that higher register of quality in terms of, at least for me personally, of the writing from Metallica in the new kind of modern era of the band. Moth and Flame kicks ass. Am I Savage? Once again, we're going A. Like, I really enjoyed Am I Savage. Am I Savage? Really catchy lines from James. Overall, once again, another damn good song. And you're seeing a pattern here. Now That We're Dead is kind of the outlier right now, but they were basically knocking it out of the park for the most part. Like, they're delivering on good tracks, songs that are catchy, and Am I Savage, once again, is another song that I felt was really catchy. It was really just different in terms of, like, its structure a little bit, and I just like the fact that Metallica was just, like, giving us a variety of, like, feel in terms of songs. Because when you look back on that classic thrash era, let's be blunt, a lot of the songs had some similar kind of vibes and feels, which is fine. That was their route they were taking. I like the fact on this album so far, we're getting a variety of kind of vibes and feels of Metallica music, which is something they really progressed and was really adding on to as they continued on to their career. Am I Savage is another example of catching your attention, catchy riffs, catchy vocal lines from James, and overall just a great quality song that really just stands out, in my opinion, as some really damn good Metallica. Halo on Fire. I've been conflicted. A or B. I think I'm going to go with A for Halo on Fire. The reason why I'm conflicted, I like Halo on Fire. I like the song. But it doesn't hit that threshold of, like, the kind of feel they're going for in terms of, like, the ballad kind of song. Honestly, I may go B. This may flip. I've never actually really moved a song while discussing it, but Halo on Fire, like, I like it, but the vibe they're trying to go for is obviously, like, Day That Never Comes, Fade to Black 1. Like, that's the kind of vibe. Welcome Home, obviously, forgot that one, sorry. They're trying to go the Halo on Fire, they're trying to go that kind of route. Obviously, it's altered differently, like, the structure of it is different, but they're trying to go for that ballad kind of feel. And it doesn't really hit the mark. I think there's something missing. I don't know what it is. Because it's got good guitar work from Kirk. I do like James's vocals on the verses especially. And I do like the ending. Like, the really cool kind of ending with, you know, say goodbye. That's really cool. But there's something I think that's just missing from it. I don't know. I don't know if it's like there's a certain, maybe a riff that's missing, or maybe there's a certain shift in the songwriting that maybe could have just enhanced it more. But it's a song I do enjoy, but I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to it necessarily. Like, I would prefer other songs, obviously, off this record than that. Confusion. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm feeling C for Confusion. I think it's the weakest song on the album, to be blunt with you. Like, when I first listened to it, going through the track list order when the album released back in 2016, I was like, okay, because I think this was the start of the second disc, because they release this in 2 discs, because there's 12 songs, 6 songs on each. So I'm pretty sure this is the start. Yeah, this is song 7, so this makes sense. This is the start of the second disc. And when we got through the first, I'm like, okay, overall, like, pretty solid shit. Really enjoying this. Of course, couple because Atlas, Rise, Moth and Flame, Hardwired were all singles. And I think Halo on Fire, I don't think it was a single. No, it wasn't. I think it was just the first 3 songs. Moth and Flame was 4. Yes, the track number 4. So, yeah. Confusion, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just something that just doesn't feel exciting about it. Yeah, I I don't know what else to really say. I mean, I understand the meaning behind the song in terms of why it was written, but I just don't like it musically. Not really a fan of it. And I don't know if they've actually performed it live. Have they performed it live? I don't know if they have, but it's not for me. Like, I would rather listen to anything else off this record before listening to Confusion. It just does it's not even really catchy to me. Like, I never really caught myself ever like really singing it hardly ever when it was playing, whenever the album's like playing it through, or if listening to like a shuffle playlist or whatever. If it ever came on, I would listen to it, but I never really caught myself actually like singing to it, which is a telltale sign that if I'm not really singing to the music for Metallica, I'm not really digging it. That's a good telltale sign for me. Okay, we're going our first S tier song, Dream No More. Love this song. Love the heaviness. Love the ode to Sad But True, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Sad But True because it's just overplayed in my opinion. But I love the ode to that a bit in terms of the structure. Love the references to Cthulhu, Cthulhu, Cthulhu Awakens. Love it. Love it. James's vocals stand out so well. I just love whatever effect they're putting on his vocals on that song. Crushes. This song from beginning to end is just exactly what the song needed to be. Like, I love the opening slow, and the opening slow kind of like build up. Dun 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 dun. Honestly, feels like Black Sabbath, and I feel like that's probably what they were going for, that vibe, just like that slow build up. I love it. It's stands out so freaking. It's such a good track. I can't get enough of it, and it was a song that I really liked when the album first released. I've grown to love and appreciate over time because it really originally was in that kind of A and B area. I'm like, okay, it's a pretty decent track. Okay, over time, it's risen up. It's risen up to being S tier. Dream No More freaking nails everything about it. It's such a good song, so good. Man Unkind, another A track. Now, here's interesting. There are people that think Man Unkind is just too janky. It's too weird because like the pattern of the riffs, like I love the opening, love the bass, but yeah, Man Unkind is weird. It's a weird riff, and it's all janky. Like all the riffs are kind of janky in it, really. Same thing with Am I Savage a little bit as well. But I really enjoyed Man Unkind. I like the fact that it feels different in terms of the riffs because it kind of throws you off. You're like, well, this is kind of a different, like, I don't know if it's like a different, like, song, like the pattern, or like whatever in terms of like, what do they call it? What's the actual wording of it? Like, I know it's like, I just had the word there for a second ago. Like, it was just, not the tempo. It's talking about the actual, like, time signature. That. Couldn't think of the word, sorry, it's been a long day. I'm freaking exhausted. I took a nap and I'm still tired. But I don't know if it's a time signature thing, but it just feels odd because you're listening to the album leading up to this. Like, Am I Savage has kind of that feel too, but Man, I'm kind of like, whoa, what the heck's happening here? And I'm glad they've attempted to perform it live a couple times. Not much, obviously, because it really is just a jarring track to perform. So I understand, but it's pretty damn good. I had a good time with it, and I love the middle section. Like, the middle section, I think, is the best part on the song. Just love it. Dominate. I don't know what it is. It's catchy as hell. Love that shit. Yeah, good song, Man Unkind. Freaking weird, but it works. Here Comes Revenge, another A track. You're seeing a pattern here. Am I savage? Sorry. Here Comes Revenge. I love looking at the behind the scenes of them making this record, and James was pointing out, like, in the verse section where you have Rob's bass and Lars's drums, dude, like, like that pattern. He said it's the heartbeat of metal, and it was just like, I like that analogy because when you listen to it, this song has a great opening riff. Really cool, but then you get to that freaking verse and the song completely shifts. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about, because I love that Metallica can surprise me, because I wasn't expecting the verse of Here Comes Revenge and how it's structured and how the bass and drums are kind of leading it. And I love James's vocals as well on that verse specifically. I just love the way he kind of is singing in a lower, like, not register, but kind of singing a little bit quieter and then building up. So I love that. Yeah, Here Comes Revenge definitely works. And I wish they would write more songs like it, structurally wise, in terms of like really quiet verse and just kind of building back up to that. And the music video is pretty cool as well. But yeah, Here Comes Revenge, freaking, it's great. It's good stuff. Like, I just wish Metallica would write more songs like that. Why can't they? MurderOne. I know it's a tribute to Lemmy, but I'm going B. And the reason why is because it's a song that I like some of the riffs. I like some of the vocal moments with James. But it never really just clicked in terms of some of the other tracks in A and, of course, S tier. I'm surprised they even performed it live, especially, you know, with how close they were to Lemmy and everything. But it's a song that just, it works for what it's trying to do, but it just never really caught me. Like, Dream No More took time, but it finally clicked. MurderOne's had a very long time, and it still has not clicked. In terms of like, oh, I really like this song. It's decent. It's a solid track. And looking at this, the list so far, we of course have one more song to go, Spit Out the Bone. They could have easily cut some stuff out of this album to make it a little bit shorter, but what do I know? But MurderOne, I understand the tribute to Lemmy, but I gotta be blunt, it could be a lot better. I don't know, just the main riff itself, it's okay. It's not great. Yeah, Spit Out the Bone, no question, S tier. Spit Out the Bone is a fantastic closer. I got to hear it live on my birthday, 2018, when they're performing in my state. I said city earlier, state. But they performed Spit Out the Bone live, and I lost my fucking mind. A great birthday wrap-up kind of gift. It was great to see Metallica live in person on my birthday, actual birthday in within itself, but then for them to perform Spit Out the Bone, which I was thinking they weren't going to, but they actually did. So yeah, Spit Out the Bone is just a fantastic closer. It has, you know, remnants of Damage Inc., Dyer's Eve. It's got all that shit in it. It's got, of course, remnants of Battery and all that, like just the fast-paced technics. I love the lyrics from James. I love the kind of story they're telling in terms of the machines and everything. Just love everything about it. Love the bass section from Rob that's kind of leading into the next part, the middle section. Some fantastic guitar solo work from Kirk. Everything about this song delivers and kills it. It is a fantastic closer. And I don't know what other song they could have closed the album with, because it is the perfect closer, in my opinion, to the record. Because you open with Hardwired, a fast-paced track, and then you end with a very fast-paced, long, very layered song to conclude. Because honestly, Metallica's never going to write a song like that again, because they're just too old. They just can't do it anymore. That's why they haven't performed Spit Out the Bone in a couple of years. I don't think they're ever going to perform it live again. They may, but they're never going to write a song like that again, because they know that's why Inamorata closes out 72 Seasons, because it's a more kind of layered track like Fixer and Outlaw Torn, but more so like Fixer. So you're never going to hear them write another track like that again. And I'm glad we got Spit Out the Bone when we did, because it is showing that they still have it in terms of the writing, in terms of the song structure. They still have that in them. It's just now physically they just can't do it anymore, and I respect them 100% for them at least doing this and pulling it out and performing it live as many times as they did, because it is a very layered song. There's a lot of stuff going on in it. It makes sense, you know, that they stop performing it, because it's a lot, and there is a lot of ways you can mess that song up, because there's so much stuff going on, so many different riffs, so many crazy hectic things. Love it. So there you have it, guys. That is my basically breakdown and review, and more so like tier list of all the songs from Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about my ranking, and where would you rank these songs on a tier list if you guys had the opportunity? Is it similar to me? Is it different? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like I said, guys, I'll be linking the 72 Seasons video that I did a couple years ago at the top of the description, also be in the playlist that I made for this series, so you guys can go check that out. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. It's been fun, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out.